On pole position, Sirachach Ongabangoi in second place in cart number 18. Wangchak Hiro Sei is third on the grid in cart number 6. Maximilian Schilling will start P4 in cart number 14. Kuryo Kiyotake from Japan will start P5 in cart number 11. And then Palat Tanchapong, Pimfat Kirkunfartai, Mohamed Wibou, Kayla Delsi, Oliver Tsay, Yun Karato, Thanaj Yubaksunkrai, Pakpolin Karaksunuk, Noshigi Inose, Sarathafat Thirapatorabu, Martin Tino Zaragoza, Thamaj Yuvasakunkrai, Arath Prabhu, Araf Sukriya, Tristan Abiels, who I'm not sure is out there, and at the back of the field, Daniel Yoon. Thailand, Japan, Hong Kong, the Philippines, South Korea, India, Indonesia, all represented here in this race. They go through turn number 10, the final corner, into the tram lines on a beautiful day in Pattaya. The road to Bahrain is underway, and around the outside at turn number 1 goes the number 1 plate. Chinapat Vijabuti takes the lead coming out of turn number 2, down the first long infield straight to turn number 3. There'll be an overtaking opportunity there. Then they run through turn number 4, a long right-hander out to turn 5, and now that switchback section, this really technical section, turn 5, turn number 6 now is the left-hander, and then out of turn 6 into the long turn number 7, slight downhill as you run through turn number 7, a little bit of brief shade from the tree, down through turn 8 into turn 9 here, hard left-hander for the run up to the turn 10 complex. You turn left and then set yourself up for the long right-hander at turn number 10, out past the pit end exit and the garages here to complete 1 lap. Chinafat Venjabuti leads to the number 18 cart, Sirachach Ongbanoi, and then it is Hiro Tsay in the number 6 cart. He's one of 2 twins in this race, the DRM racing team, and battling for second, but they really need to be working together to try and close in on the race leader. And those beautiful overhead drone shots shows you just how light the tarmac is in terms of its colour. That means it's old. This tarmac is nearly 40 years old, and it absolutely gives the Mojo tyres a real workout. It's an 8-lap heat race. We're running lap number 2 now. So 1 lap has been completed as we come out of the final corner. Side by side for second place, Hiro Tsay makes the move and passes Ong Bang Noi for P2. Ong Bang Noi in cart number 18, that Kart Republic chassis. Now tries to repass Say, but can't make the move. These 2 drivers are now over a second behind the race leader. Good battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. That'll be Schilling, Tanchapong, Kurun Fatai, Wibou and Kiyotake. And then there's a gap back to Jun Karato, followed by Kayla Delsi, Nashige Inose, Daniel Yoon already up a number of positions from the back of the grid, the Korean driver up into P2. Here's a battle between the number 3 cart of Jun Karato and the number 11 of Kuryo Kiyotake. 2 of our Japanese drivers battling head-to-head as we move on to lap 4 out of 8 through turn number 2, which slightly doubles back on itself now towards turn 3. Now that very brightly livery coloured cart, number 4, that is Palat Tanchapong, the MP Motorsport team, peak to his friends. A lot of the Thai drivers, you'll notice have got really long first and family names. To make things easier, they all have nicknames, which I will try to explain to you. But peak in kart number 4 has just been overtaken by one of the CRGs. Now, is that Mohammad Wibowo in kart number 15? Let's have a little look. It was, but Wibowo has just been repassed now, as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, thanks to our live broadcast partners, Motorsport Thailand, who are bringing you all the pictures and images from the Bira circuit. But as we now move into the second half of this race, and I've got to say, Palat Tanchapong is not giving up 4th position lightly. He's got a whole queue of drivers now forming up behind him. There you can see that green and white Tony kart, number 11, Stratos race team. I have to say, of all the teams here, the Stratos RL team are by far and away the biggest numerically. They've got a whole bunch of overseas mechanics and drivers. They've got a lot of people here from Strawberry Racing in the United Kingdom working with them this weekend. So certainly the green and white of the Stratos Racing team are going to be ones to watch in every class. Meanwhile, up at the front, there is the Sodi kart, the DT Motorsport machine of time. Chinapat Vejabuti leading. Finally, Mohammad Wibowo passes Palat Tanchapong for 4th position. But Palat fights straight back at turn number 3. And of course, these classes, the Micromax division, they have 2 heats and the super heats today. And look at that train of karts. That is Tanachapong, Wibowo, Kuren Fatai, Karato, Yu, Kiyotake, Schilling, Inose, and Kreisin Suruk. All in this group. Kayla Delsey is down in 13th position. You can just see there moving up the inside, the number 14 kart. That is the yellow and sort of maroon-red liveried DAP chassis of number 14, Maximilian Schilling. Driver finished 5th in this event 1 year ago. And there are a whole bunch, in this class alone, there are 2, 4, 6, 7 drivers who competed in last year's International Trophy. It wasn't called the International Trophy last year, but now this event has been given the official title of the International Trophy Asia, which means it is in the second tier behind only the grand final on the Rotax international calendar. We have International Trophy Asia, we have the International Trophy South America, which will be held later this year in Ecuador, and we have the International Trophy Europe, which will be held in July at the Le Mans circuit in France. Now, there's not a ticket for the grand finals available for Micromax in this event. I'm sure that will be not the case next year as this event continues to grow, but with a 3-second lead, we now begin our 8th and final lap. All the action has been behind the race leader. Here is the battle for 4th place. So Vejabuti leads. Hiro Tsei and Ong Banoi are battling for second and 3rd position. Then we have Wibowo and Tanchapong side by side almost for 4th and 5th, and then in 6th position you're looking at in here, that is the number 17 kart, the Pimpat Kuren Fatai. Through turn number 7, down towards turn number 8 and 9, but our race leader comes out of the final corner. There is your checkered flag, and Chinapat Vejabuti has the opening win of the 2025 Rotax International Trophy Asia here at the Bira International Kart Circuit. Hero Say is second, Shirachach Ongbangnoi is third, Mohammad Wubou is fourth, Parat Tanchapong comes home in fifth position after a great battle. Pimfat Kuran Fatai is sixth, Maximilian Schilling finishes seventh, Daniel Yoon is eighth, Yun Karato ninth, Kuryo Kiyotake is 10th, and all 20 starters made it to the finish, although not quite sure what happened to Tamtaj Yuvasakunkrai in kart number 8. He's one of several sets of siblings. His nickname is Alan. His brother, Thanaj. You've got Thamaj and Thanaj. Thanaj in kart number 2, whose nickname is Ayrton. You've got Alan and Ayrton. Ayrton finished 15th in that race. Now we'll have a little look down at the drivers going over the weigh scales. You can see that Chanapat has picked up a couple of leaves on his Mojo tyres. And he brings his Sodi kart across. There's Jen Wade. She will be waiting to interview Chanat. You can see is wearing the Thailand national race suit. Chanapat finished 23rd in last year's Rotax Grand Finals in Sarno. There's the number 6 kart going through. That's Hero Tse. Hero Tse, his brother Oliver finished 14th. And we'll wait for the remaining runners to come through the weigh scales. You can see here the paddock area. So let me, where the camera is, my commentary position is just in the building on the right-hand side of your screen here. I have to say the facilities here at the Bira International Circuit are very good indeed. You've got the start-finish line, the race director and the start line officials are at the bottom. But here, there's Jen Wade. Take it away, Jen. Well, thank you very much. I hope that you were able to catch the audio on that interview, but Chinafat Vejabuti looking quite composed after that interview. You could see behind the final corner, behind the Rotax Race Your Way banners, you could see the scrutineering area, the weigh scales. That's where, amongst others, Daryl Smith from Rotax is here now in the stewards room, which is in the building on the right-hand side. You've got several other members of the Rotax Grand Finals teams. You have Joao, you have Luis Roby is here as well. We have to say a huge thanks to Chang Tantevichkol and Om, his wife, the organizers here of Moment Media. They are the Thai Rotax distributors. They have worked wonders to create this event and make it feel very special indeed. Now, while we wait for the next race, you may notice the curbs here at the Bira International Kart Circuit are predominantly, not all of them, but most of them are yellow and turquoise. Those are the Thai national motorsport colours. Prince Bira, he painted all his race cars turquoise blue and yellow. That is why the curbs are painted as such. Here we go with the next race. It is Minimax Heat number 1. 23 drivers. Phumsit Klombunjong from Thailand has pole position. From Belgium, Jeff Verbeek is second. From Switzerland, Robin Raikkonen is third on the grid. Then Chayakorn Minakanith is fourth. Perapongpan Sutumno will start from P5. Patapol Kukanjanasat will start sixth. John Hahn, the reigning and defending champion, will start 7th. Kangponpan Chotrakankran is 8th. And in 9th position, Ito Ida. Thanawarat Vejabuti is 10th. Isaac Yoon is 11th. Hamza Balasinawala will start 12th. Sirapach Ketsuan, Natawat Satumno, Chris Kamisup, then Patasathorn Silapanleng will go from P16. Prin Vonkapon, Mason Kwon, Michael Satrio, Kitinuntafat, Bunya Ratakalin, Sakaya Shibasi, Pun Suksemonchai, and Chong Ka Hei, amongst others. Lights go out. We are off and racing. Into turn number 1 we go. Everyone safely through turn 1. Then a very quick run into turn number 2. Down the infield straight towards turn 3. And Phumsit Klombunjong continues to hold on to top spot as we head into the only really tight technical section of this very flowing track. That right hand that switches straight into a left-hander. You can maybe make a lunge up the inside into there. Now through turn 7, downhill slightly. A little bit of shade from the trees you can see on the circuit. And then into the second infield straight towards turn number 9. And now the run up towards turn 10. But it's driver 103. Phumsit Klombunjong, inner to his friends. Second in Minimax last year. 29th in the Rotax Grand Finals was Phumsit in Sarno in Italy last October. As rest of the field threads out behind. This is race 2 of 18 on the day. Klombunjong leads Robin Raikkonen. Then it's Perapongpan Satumno, Jeff Verbeek, John Hahn, and then Chayakorn Minakanith. Now you will see Robin Raikkonen in kart number 115. Yes, he is the son of former Formula 1 world champion Kimi Raikkonen, who's here as ever, Robin's mechanic. He's very, very hands-on with the mechanics of the mechanic and the setup of the kart is Kimi. And Robin is doing a great job. They're running for the Kart Shop Switzerland team, but they're in the same garage here as Sutumno Pirapongpan in that very, very brightly liveried yellow Singer Motorsport team, the Singer Motorsport team Thailand. I have to say, Singer Lemon Soda is the product, and it's extremely refreshing, shall we say. Non-alcoholic, it's lemon soda, but there are a bunch of Singer sponsored carts, all in that beautiful lemon yellow livery, but they have the Thai dragon on them as well. Well, at the moment, Perapongpan is not breathing fire like a dragon, because Robin Raikkonen is able to stay just out of arm's length. What you are seeing already, ladies and gentlemen, is how tricky it is to overtake here. There is Jeff Verbeek, one of the Stratos RL drivers. He's got Buvan power. Also helping him, the Buvan Power Stratos Alliance. Proving to be quite fruitful. John Hahn already up into 5th position in kart number 116. There is John in that sort of orange and black liveried KR chassis. That's the KP Buzz team for John Hahn. Behind John Hahn, the number 119 kart, Chayakorn Minakarith for Forza Motorsports, another driver on the CRG, number 119. Looking back, single file action here as we move into the second half of this race. Phumsit Khombuntjong is pulling away at the front. Robin Raikkonen in P2 and Satumno, Verbeek, then Hahn, Mina Kanaith, Ito Ida, and the number 101 of Thanawarat Vejabuti, Patapol Kukanjanasat. Patapol, who was last year's Micromax Asia Trophy champion. Kukanjanasat is in 9th position, and Isaac Yoon, the older brother of Daniel Yoon, who we've just seen in Micromax. Isaac Yoon is rounding out the top 10. Kanpong Chotratanakan is 11th, but we've got, just looking down the order, I think we may have lost Sirapach Ketsuan. Yeah, Sirapach Ketsuan, the Forza Motorsport driver, out of the race. His nickname is II, and II is out, sadly, of this one. Battling further down the pack, there is that intrepid kart making a move, and that would be, let's have a little look at the battle pack we're looking at here, 2, 4, 6, that's about 7th or 8th. I think that was Patapol Kukanjanasat in 10th position, picking up a place. You can see the first half of the field have broken clear of the second big group of karts, and Kukanjanasat now moves up onto the rear bumper of, is it Kukanjanasat in the 106? Chasing Ito Ida. We'll have a little look. Yes, he is chasing Ito Ida. That's about 8th and 9th. Here's the fight further back in the pack. That's the number 1, 2, 3 kart of Michael Satrio on the Alonso kart. He is trying to make a move, trying to force his way past Natawat Satumno. This is the battle for 14th and 15th position. And well, I have to say, Satrio wearing the front bumper of that Alonso kart out as he tries to make a move, going through turn number 4, and he does make the move. The number 110 of Satumno now has, who has he got behind him now? He's got Hamza Balasinawala and Mason Kwong right behind him. Mason, one of several drivers here representing Hong Kong, and looking there, Mason finished 3rd in last year's Micromax Trophy. Up the straight towards turn number 3, the 103 of, have a little look, that would be, well, that Phumsit, the 105, let's have a look, Phumsit is there, second, now this is, sorry, I do apologise, it's the 105 of Satumno, then Jeff Verbeek in 107, and John Hahn in 116. So on screen now, you are looking at a battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th position. This is the final lap, and Phumsit Khombuntjong has been in control. That's 2 races, 2 lights to flag victories. Phumsit takes the checkered flag from Robin Raikkonen, Pirapongpan Satumno, Jeff Verbeek, John Hahn. Chayakorn Mina Kanaith is in 6th, followed by Thanawarat Vejabuti in 7th. Patapol Kukanjanasat comes home in 8th position. Ito Ida is 9th, and Isaac Yoon rounds out the top 10. Kanpong Chotran, I'll start again. Chot Ratanakan, Kangpon Chot Ratanakan is 11th. Then Papasathorn Silapangleng is 12th. Chris Kasimup is 13th. Michael Satrio, Mason Kwong, Natawat Satumno, Prin Vonkapon, Hamza Balasinawala, Poon Suskamongchai, and then Kitinuntafat, Bunyarat Kalin, Sakaya Shimbasi, and Chong Ka Hei are the other finishers. And so there's a look at the drivers heading in. Now they will get their nose cones checked. They will get their weight checked. Then they will, well, the leading finishers will be given a number, first, second, and third. They'll be put to one side so the scrutineering team can check anything that they want to make sure that the carts are legal. There's, who's that in the red and white race suit? Just getting at, well, the number 111 cart. You can see him in the white and black race suit. That's Pun Suksimonchai. Pun Suksimonchai, number 111. His nickname is PJ. So, I don't know where Duncan is at the moment. That's if you remember that joke, then you're as old as me. Oh, there is Pun Suksimonchai, just sort of looking there, coming home in 19th position. Having a look around. He's got several cartoon characters on the back of his crash helmet. Now coming into your screen, there's the number 114 cart. That's Sirapach Ketsuan, who didn't finish the race. The Forza Motorsport Tony cart. He shrugs, goes off to tell his mechanic what broke, and to have a complain, have a little moan. Right, well, it didn't work, and then this broke, and the mechanic will sort of shrug his shoulders and go, okay, sorry, well, give you a chance to fix it. We've got several more races to go today. Well, sometimes if you're a driver in that situation, having a moan at your mechanic, it can't help the situation, it just makes you feel a little bit better. And he now rolls his car to the back of the queue to go through the scrutineering area. You can see some of the flags on the left-hand side of your screen here from the competing nations. Every one of the 21 competing nations has their flag here because it is an international event. Just to take you through some of the nations we have here. Obviously Thailand, the home nation, that's the most numerous number of drivers. But we have Japan, a lot of drivers from Japan, Hong Kong, the Philippines, South Korea, India, Indonesia, Belgium, Switzerland. We also have drivers here from the Netherlands, from China, from Australia, Singapore, Taiwan, or Chinese Taipei, and the island of Taiwan, Malaysia, the United Kingdom, Hungary, and Finland also represented, as well as Knut Nielsen from Denmark, and one driver, Jan Vonsenok from Kyrgyzstan. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to have a chance to get an interview with the winner and Jen Wade. because we are looking down at the starting grid for our first junior heat race. 27 juniors in total. There's Boaz Maximov in the Dutch race suit. Boaz, fourth in last year's Rotax Grand Finals as a junior driver. There is the 207 kart. That's Panu Steen Mongkong. Panu, 16th as a junior last year's Grand Finals, 5th at the moment, or 5th in last year's event. There's the Drago course, very smart livery chassis there for the 220. That was Takeru Shimbashi. There is the all-black, number 212, Sam Burnett for Boy Racing. It says Maranello on his race suit that Sam is driving a Sodi this weekend. There is the number 226 kart, Yoshihito Inose for the Stratos team. Looking at the order, there's the number 227, that's Mikael Periainen, and a wave there, and a dab for number 213, that's Nawin Dasa for the RWR Maranello team. There is a look at the 217, that's Dominic Setiwan for the Stratos team, and moving up, there's Danish Chen, Danish Irwan Chen for the DRM racing team on the Paralin. His name's Danish, but he's from Singapore. Now we look further up. There's the number 222 kart. That is Aaron Mehta, the Auto Inc. driver on the Kart Republic chassis from another driver from Singapore. And the number 218, Shinma Kusumoto for the ERS Cosmic team. We look up again now. Number 203, that's Nadal Imjapanya for the Drive WK Motorsport team. Now, he's on a CRG. A lot of his teammates are on a different chassis, which we'll talk about shortly. There's Paul Becker, 7th last year as a junior, one of the Singer Motorsport Team Thailand drivers. There's Boaz Maximov, those Dutch race suits. The Stratos team on a Tony Kart chassis is Boaz. You can see he is ready to go. Further up, Isan Seng from Taiwan in the number 224 kart, also for the Stratos team. And just in front of him, there it is. There is Panu Steen Mongkong, Sun, to his friends. Now, he's got Cali Kart graphics on the side, but that is a CRG. He couldn't quite get his full graphics kit ready in time, so he just found the nearest chassis manufacturer that had similar colors. Here we go then, out onto the circuit. This will be a 10-lap race. Junior Rotax, Heat 1. From the Bira International Kart Circuit's images brought to you by Motorsport Thailand. We are at the most famous, fabled, revered motorsport facility in Thailand. About 15 to 20 minutes outside of the seaside city of Pattaya, on the Gulf of Thailand, in the southern part of this fantastic country. The field are slowing down. Jamie Ambrose also. We've got two drivers, Hamish Campbell and Buster Bailey from Australia. Jamie Ambrose from the UK, all in the pack as well. This is a real international field, but they are being led by one of the local talents, Panu Steen Mongkong, who I have to say is a real character in the paddock. There'll be some interesting footwear, which we will show you later on, that Panu has been giving to some of his rivals and his friends. And we are off and racing into turn number 1. Oh, and there's the first incident. That's one of the Stratos karts into the barriers. It's the number 219. No, it wasn't, sorry. That was the front row racing kart of the only young lady in the field, in the junior field, Sarah Kojima. And 3 more off. Well, Sarah Kojima comes back past those 3 drivers that went off up at turn number 3. We'll get a number check on them. You can see the yellow flags waving. At least one of them are still in the barriers. We'll catch up on who they are next time around, but it is still Panustian Monkong leading. Let's have a replay. First of all, you can see on the inside line there, Sarah Kojima vaults up and over the back of, I think that was the number 203 kart of Nadal Imchipanya. Sarah gets herself back out of the tyre barriers and carries on. Now we're on lap number 2. The other drivers that were caught up on that opening lap, Tus Wang Siri, Danish Chen and Fumadin Chayapan, all have continued, those 3 drivers. So Puvadin Chaipan, Danish Chen and Tus Wang Siri back of the order. But they have all continued. Steve Monkong leading a good start from Eason Seng. Eason Seng in kart 224. Now this weekend, Eason has got mechanical assistance from World Championship winning, or Grand Finals winning mechanic Lee Taylor, who of course, those of you familiar with rotax racing, Lee Taylor is Albie Friend's regular spanner man and has guided Albie to a podium in the Grand Finals, to a number with the British Championship, the International Trophy. And certainly Eason Seng, I want to say hi to his dad Wayne, who is watching, not being able to make it to the circuit, too busy working to help Eason's career. But now Eason Seng closing in on Panustian Monkong behind the top 2, a gap opening up to the reigning and defending champion Shun Sekiguchi. Boaz Maximov runs in 4th position. Paul Becker rounds out your top 5. Shinma Kusumoto, Hamish Campbell, Jamie Ambrose, Kalompu Anochatkol and Aaron Meta are the rest of your top 10. Thanthas Lomwong, Chisanupong Pocharoentham is 30th. Kian Shah, Buster Bailey, Nawan Dasa, Mikhail Rangsima Pirainen, Zhang Sihan, Takeru Shimbashi, Sethawut Tankevichkul and Yoshihito Inose are next. Then Dominic Setiwan, Sam Burnett and Nadal Imchipanya. That's your top 23. A couple of drivers tailing off at the back of the field after their earlier incidents, but all 27 starters are still running as we complete lap 4 out of 10, half distance. Eason Seng for Chinese Taipei and the island of Taiwan is closing in. Now, in last year's Grand Finals, Taiwan got their best ever result with shooting Felix Chang second in Micromax. That's their highest ever finish in the Grand Finals, and they've got a host of very promising drivers here. And Eason Seng chasing down Panustian Monkong. Thailand, another team or another nation who are bringing more and more drivers, or qualifying more and more drivers to the Grand Finals. Of course, you cannot buy your way in to the Grand Finals. You must earn a ticket, and you get a ticket for winning an event such as this. but you have to be the winner. And that is what makes the grand finals so unique, because champions and winners from across the world all join together. You race for your nation, not for your team or your chassis manufacturer. You will see Panusti Mongkong, his race suit, it's the official Team Thailand race suit. And he's starting to pull away. Now, Shun Sekiguchi, of course, won this event last year, got his tickets to the 2024 Grand Finals, finished 18th for Team Japan in that event. There he is, he's on the Gillard chassis, which is now part of the OTK family. Isun Seng just checking over his shoulder to see how much of a gap he's got. Boaz Maximov is there in fourth position, holding off Paul Becker. And what drivers have been saying is that because of the heat and the humidity here and the sort of switchback nature of the circuit, if you follow another driver closely for more than about a lap, your tyres start to overheat, the engine starts to overheat, and you need to sort of back off a little bit to let them cool. So you have to time your passing maneuvers very, very well indeed. You have to be very precise, and you have to really, you know, if you're going to commit, there's no such thing as making a half move. If you're going in, you've got to go in. So qualifying yesterday was very, very important indeed. The bulk of the field crossed the line to start lap number 8 out of 10. Panusti Mongkong leads by 0.4 of a second. It's Thailand, from Taiwan, from Japan and the Netherlands. 4 different nations in the top 4 positions. The top 3 very close indeed. This is the closest sort of lead group we've seen, but you can see now Isun Seng falling away a little bit. He caught Panusti Mongkong. He got to within about 0.3 of a second of the leader, and then obviously things overheat. He's had to drop back. That puts him now under pressure from Shun Sekiguchi in the number 215 kart. They're in third position. Now we will maybe see Isun Seng close back in. Isun has actually got a slightly quicker best lap, a 57.013 compared to Steve Mongkong's 57.041. Shun Sekiguchi, a 57.010, faster than the pair of them, but now Sekiguchi's going to run into the same problem that Isun Seng had, and that is, if he can't get past Isun, then his front tyres will start to get a little bit too warm, and they'll start crying, saying, "Oh, I'm being abused, stop it, stop it," and he will have to hold back a little bit. Into turn number 10, Panusti Mongkong, head down across the start-finish line. Seng under pressure from Sekiguchi. Now, at what point will Sekiguchi's tyres start to tell Shun, you're going to need to back off a little bit, driver, and let us cool down a little bit before we can attack again? Well, that's not happened yet. Going into turn 6 there, that switchback, that right to left switchback, that's a potential overtaking opportunity, but you do need to really commit and make a lunge. And it's probably far too early in the weekend to start seeing that happening. Now, we do have a kart off at the side of the circuit. That would be Nawin Dassa's kart. So Nawin Dassa in kart number 213 for the RWR. That Maranello kart is out of the race as the checkered flag waves. Panusti Mongkong takes the win by 0.6 of a second from Isun Seng. Shun Sekiguchi, the reigning champion, comes home in third. Boaz Maximov is fourth. Paul Becker and Hamish Campbell round out the top 6. Shinma Kusamoto, Jamie Ambrose, Kamalpu Anuchatko, Aaron Mehta, Tanathas Lomwong, Chisanupong, Po Charo Entham, Kian Shah, Takeru Shimbashi, and Buster Bailey are your top 15. Now we are having a few slight microphone difficulties with Jen Wade. We'll try and get those resolved for you before too long. The timetable, ladies and gentlemen, so we have, there's the number 213 cart. That is now in Das's wagon being put onto the back of the recovery vehicle. We have, that was the junior heat. Now we have DD2 is up next. Then we have our first 2 senior rotax heats. The 53 strong field have been split into halves. So we have 2 heats. Then there will be 3 more races. There will be the second heat races for Micromax, Minimax and Junior Max for our lunch break here at the circuit. This afternoon, we will begin with the second heats for DD2 and the second round of heats for seniors before we get into the super heats for Micro, Mini, Junior and DD2, and we end the day with the third round of heats for seniors. So there is plenty of races to go. You can see there the official with the orange phone, and behind that official, that's Joao, as well, checking the nose cone. So you'll see, let's have a look. Well, it might not be an iPhone, it might be a Samsung or something like that, but it is the mobile device of doom. And there is Jen Wade with a very happy Panu Steen Mongkong. Hello, Panu. Thanks for the shoes. Now, we have been having a few little technical difficulties. Pano, do us a dance quickly while Jen sorts her microphone out. Let's have a little look. Can you hear me? No, no dance, no dance. Ah, that sounds better. Right. Still can't hear Jen. We'll have a look. We'll have a look at some branding. Panu, do your hair. Quick comb over, get your hair right. Panu, get your hair right. There we are. That's good. Now, well, he's number 1. He knows he's number 1. Well, we have a look at the infield section here at the Bira Kart Circuit. Our next race up will be the opening race for DD2, and that will be very shortly.
Maybe walking?
saw last year in Malaysia, but on track on their rolling lap, we have our DD2 drivers. This is Rotax's ultimate class. Heat 1 for the DD2s. There are only 6 of them. However, we have a number of drivers with grand final experience, including Axel Sanyala, who is not starting from pole position. There he is in kart 401. His spark plug didn't spark in qualifying, and he did not make it out. That has left the way clear for Shenya Hong. Simon Hong from Chinese Taipei in the island Taiwan, an experienced grand finals competitor from years gone by. Krish Gupta, who finished 56th at Sano in the grand finals from India, is alongside him. Siri Kong Siri, who was almost on the podium last year in the grand finals for Thailand. He starts third on his DD2 debut. Then it's Jan Vonsanok from Kyrgyzstan. And on the last row, Chen Ping Hiao and Axel Sanyala. The question for Sanyala in that green and white coat is how much life do we see out of his tyres getting through. Well, there's only 3 cars he's got to pass before he's on the tail end of the leader, but that is easier said than done. And here's already some action. That was Vonsanok tried to pass Siri Kong Siri, and that opened the door for Sanyala, and easy as that. Finland's Axel Sanyala moves into P3. Now, if you are not familiar with the DD2 category, they are the 2-speed carts. Paddle shift gears. There's the number 405 of Chen Ping Hao from Chinese Taipei in the island of Taiwan. In the Paralin cart, he is holding off. He's holding off Chen Ping Hao, and he's got Jan Vonsanok right there as well. Sanyala is third. Siri Kong Siri is fourth. Krish Gupta, who has fallen to the back of the pack. So the last cart you're looking at now on your screen, that's India's Krish Gupta. Birol ART, the weapon of choice for half the field. A couple of Tony carts and a Paralin. And you can see already Sanyala on this lap 2 out of 10. He's caught Siri Kong Siri and moves into P2 for Finland's Axel Sanyala. Now he sets his sights on Simon Shenya Hong for the race lead. Simon will have to run his own race, but if he can just hassle and harass Sanyala for a few laps to get Sanyala's tyres to overheat, Sanyala will have to drop back. You can see the old school Team Taiwan race suit that Shen Ya Hong is wearing through the switchback section at turns 5 and 6. Now through turn 7, slightly downhill through turn 7, almost a bit of a bowl corner. Now up to through turn 8, which is a flat-out kink really, you can't even see it on the camera. That's turn 9, now the run up to turn number 10. And you can see Sanyala just cannot make the move around. Siri Kong Siri learning every lap of the way. Siri in third position. Here's the battle for 4th, 5th and 6th. Vonsanok, Gupta and Chen Ping Hao are next. There's the move at turn number 3. Axel Sanyala makes the move, but no, and that's what Simon's got to do. Simon Hong has got to try and get back up, squeeze Sanyala wide, and he's retaken the race lead. Good, aggressive stuff from Shen Ya Hong in kart 403. Both these two leaders running for the Stratos RL team. And I think everyone realised that if you give Axel Sanyala clear track here at the Bira International Kart Circuit, you can kiss goodbye to any chance of victory. So what Shen Yahong has to do is he has to drag Axel Sanyala into a dogfight. Every time Axel makes a move, Shen Yahong has to re-attack as quick as he possibly can and hope that he slows the overall pace of the race enough to keep Siri Kong Siri in touch, because if Siri Kong Siri is right there behind Sanyala, every time Sanyala moves offline, Siri Kong Siri could potentially capitalize. So, Chinese Taipei and the island of Taiwan leads Finland and Thailand here in the opening DD2 race of the day. It's going to show you don't need a full field of karts to have a good race out of the final corner. Across the start-finish line. Behind them, 4th, 5th and 6th, Jan Vonsanok, Krish Gupta and Chen Ping Hao battle for the minor placings. Here they are. Pair of Birrells and a Carolyn. But up at the front now, you can see that Siri Kong Siri in 3rd place is beginning to fade away slightly. Axel Sanyala will realise this, and he then knows, okay, if I move offline to take a position, but you can see what's happened. Sanyala has had to drop back a little bit. He's had to give a couple of extra kart lengths just to allow those front Mojo tyres a chance to cool. Now, the good thing about Mojo tyres is that they have got several different life cycles. So the tyre isn't finished, because Mojo make a very good tyre. But he does need to cool down a little bit, and he starts to close back in. But we're now on lap 7 out of 10. So Sanyala, he's made one attempt at the lead. He's been repassed. He's had to drop back. Now he closes back up. Shen Yahong, that plain white crash helmet, the predominantly white race suit with the blue and the red, the Taiwanese, the Chinese Taipei, the Taiwanese colours on the sleeves and side panels of that race suit. Into turn number 10. We complete lap 7 and start lap 8. Siri Kong Siri running in a strong 3rd. He's clear of the rest of the field. But this is a head-to-head battle. 2 green and white Tony karts for the all-conquering Stratos RL team. Into turn number 4. Keep turning. These long radius corners really use the front tyres up a lot. Now, around turn number 7. You can see the blue stickers on the front of Sanyala's kart. He's picked up a sponsorship deal with Original, which is a Finnish gin brand.
Take.
And we go through turn number 2. This is going to be Sanyala's chance. Will he make the move into braking? No, because Shen Yahong doesn't defend, but he stays in the middle of the track. Now, he's got to hug the inside line here. All the go-kart wants to do is like mush out wide, but he's got to keep it pinned to the inside curb. He does that. Now through the stakes his way around turn number 7. Into turn 8, into turn number 9 again, covers the inside line. Almost got to drive. If this kart had rear view mirrors, he'd be driving using them. On to the start, finish straight we go. Through turn number 1. Not really an overtaking opportunity because it's not a long braking zone. Now Sanyala's got to run. And this time Shen Yahong really has to defend. He jinks to the inside. Sanyala's going to get the run. Get that cart turned in early, Shenya. He does. Avoid washing wide. Almost the middle of the corner. He runs into the wide. Sanyala's right there. Wheel to wheel. But the crossover is potentially on to Sanyala. But no, Shenya Hong has the inside line through turn number 7. This is lap number 10. It's now or never for Sanyala. Into turn number 9. Side by side we go. Shenya Hong's going to have the inside line for turn number 10. Out of the final corner to the checkered flag. And Shenya Hong takes the win by 12 hundredths of a second. Good driving there from Shenya Hong to hold off the former Grand Final champion Axel Sanyala. Siri Kong Siri finishes in 3rd position. Then Krish Gupta comes home in 4th. Jan Vonsenok is 5th and Chen Ping Hao is 6th.
All right. Like this. Test 1, 2. Should I stay here or here?
As the carts head back in to the Parc Ferme area, and Shenya Hong will be breathed. Well, there's one down. That's, well, less than a quarter of the job done, but it is job done. Now we look down at the weigh scales. Axel Sanyala checks over. As you can see, there is Shenya Hong goes that way. Might have to come back for an interview. Now we may have to move the interview area in Jen Wade a little bit closer. No, we're going to go back to the assembled area. There's Chang Tankovichul, the organizer here from Moment Media. There's Joao, part of the Rotax organization. Forgotten his last name. Sorry, Joao. I'll remember. As we follow a smiling Shenya Hong.
Just a bit.
Jen, take it away.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now we have to ask you what it's like to be here racing DD2 at the International Trophy Asia this weekend.
This weekend for DD2 Senior. Yes, and I think very hard because my competition is a world champion. Yes, so very hard race. Yeah.
That's right, a world champion and one of the front runners, I guess, when we talk about grand finals now in DD2. Do you have a plan? Is there a strategy? How do you approach this weekend?
Yes. Yes.
You have one. He's not going to share it with us, Henry. But it's great to see you here all the way from, obviously, Taiwan, racing for Chinese Taipei and, of course, pole position yesterday.
Yeah.
Anyone you want to say hi to at home?
Hi to everyone.
Hi to everyone, all the fans. Okay, we look forward to seeing you then on the grid for another hard fight in the next heat today.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
There we go, and glad that we've got the microphone issues resolved. I have to say that the Motorsport Thailand live broadcast crew here are working wonders. You can see there is the the provisional results on the screen. Shenya Hong, Axel Sanyala, Siri Kong Siri, Krish Gupta, Jan Vonsenok, and Chen Ping Hao. Well, 4 of our 5 classes have now completed their opening heat race. The seniors are up next. They have been split into 4 groups after qualifying, groups A, B, C, and D. This first race will be Group A versus Group B. Now, having a look underneath the Bira Kart logo on the main building here, that's where the commentary box is, the stewards' room is. We've got a huge panel of stewards here, including a bunch of stewards and race officials from Macau, which is good to see, and also from the Royal Automobile Club of Thailand, the Royal Automobile Association of Thailand, the RAAT. That is the Thai greeting for hello that number 351, Harith Zariel O, just showed us. There is young lady from the Philippines, Aquina Therese Santos, in cart 353, the number 319 cart. That's Nawin Natipanon on the Birrell ART. For the Mystic. And here we go. Now here's the first chance to talk about, well, we could talk about the driver, Lax Bafna, but we could talk about the go-kart he's driving. That is the GFC chassis. Now, if you are watching from North America, you will be very familiar with the GFC name and Gary Carlton. Well, the GFC chassis is now being given full homologation and is here racing in international events. It's the first time it's raced in an international rotax event for many, many, many moons, that GFC kart. We move up the order, and that is the number 348. There is Miska Kaskinen from Finland aboard the Stratos Tony Kart. And the number 308, that is another one of our young ladies in the field. That's Jane Lee Gahee. There are 5 young ladies in the field in seniors. There's the 339. There's Armand Hamilton from Hungary, the reigning E20 Grand Finals champion. Armand was 12th in this event a year ago. There's another one of the GFC karts. That's Anathorn Tangnyananchai, or Tar as his name, and it's WK Motorsport is Warrawong Komarakul, who is leading that team. Gary Carlton is here helping as well. It's great to have a Gary who's a legend of the sport in North America, as well as in Europe, but now as possible on the opening lap when everyone is closely bunched together. That is the key here at the end of lap number 1. Aram Rasami leads from Ryan C. The Philippines making their best start of the weekend so far, up into P2. Armand Hamilton has already moved into 4th position. So, some of the main contenders, you'd expect, using Armand Hamilton, using his experience and the aggression that he's learned in the British Karting Championship to move into a top 4 position already. In fact, as I'm looking down there, is that Armand Hamilton up into P3 at the expense of Anathorn Tangnyananchai. Tangnyananchai, in fact, yes, it is. And Tomoki Terashima is up into 4th position for the Gold Motorsports team as the leaders head through turn number 3. Side by side for 5th position. That's Tangnyananchai and Dekjarev going wheel to wheel. Tangnyananchai, he is the leading GFC kart. There are several of them here. We're going to see them. They're very distinctive, those white and black liveried machines. Obviously the GC standing for Gary Carlton. Not allowed to tell you what the F stands for, because it's a family show. I think you could probably guess. Side by side into turn number 10. Now, that is outside the top 9. I think that was Tang Yin Anchai. Losing ground there. Yutsai Kimi Chan. Jane Lee Gay Hai. Gay Hay, sorry. Oh, sorry. It's not. It's Gay. Yeah, Gay Hai. In another 308 cart. Wheel to wheel. Oh, that's getting very, very close there between the KR chassis and the Paralin cart. This is, I believe this is 4th place on that. That's Tomakai Terashima and Timothy Dektrayev. Oh, and side by side at turn number 7. And oh, that's, they just about sort themselves out. In fact, no, that's a little bit behind. This is Jirapuya, Kritash Jirayupa, Jay Lee also in that mix. We complete another, so the Paralin cart, that was Kritash Jirayupa making a few moves, and Jay Lee Gay Hee on the receiving end, and she is that Kart Republic chassis, the second in group. Now the yellow-backed race suit of the driver on the second of those Paralin chassis, that's number 307, that's Yutsai Kimi Chan. Yutsai Kimi Chan for the DRM team. He is based out of Hong Kong. But at the front, Armand Hamilton closing in on the Gillard chassis of number 33. Is that Armand Hamilton? No, sorry, I do apologise. It is, sorry, Tomoki Terashima had already passed Armand Hamilton, so that was Hamilton trying to regain 3rd position from Terashima. And so Terashima is running now in 3rd, then Hamilton in 4th. We're looking now at the 5th, 6th and 7th place cars. That is Timothy Dekjarev, Yoshito Sasaki and Anathorn Tangyananchai. Number 317, Dekjarev, driving the Team Emati Tony kart. Sasaki on the KP Buzz Lando Norris kart. And then Tangyananchai on the WK Motorsports GFC chassis. And now the field beginning to spread out on this lap 7 out of 10. For those of you looking at the bottom right hand side of the screen, you can see our broadcast partners, the Bira circuit. You can see the diagram of the Bira circuit, and if you're wondering, oh, that doesn't look a lot like the kart circuit, no, but that is the racetrack, which is just the other side of the kart circuit. And there with the green and white race suits, Panyakon Aramarasmi leads the way from Ryan C. From the Philippines, finished 21st as a junior last year. He has competed in the rotax Grand Finals before, back in 2023 I believe. He was in Bahrain, looking to go back there this year if he can. It's Aramarasmi, C, Terashima, Hamilton, Dekjarev, Sasaki, Tangyananchai, Jirayupa, Gei-hee, Kimi-chan, Rayen Karetti is next, Luke Armstrong up to 12th, then Mr. Kaskinen, Norat Apivat is 14th, Senhan Lin is 15th, then Mohamed Feroz Fairuz is 16th, Varunchit Watadathankun is 17th, Wang Helen is 18th, Akina Therese Santos 19th, Alpesh Patel, Laksh Banfa, then Nishimura Sutomo and Harith O running in 23rd, followed by Chayakorn Yunyong, Ian Willock and Paco Sarmiento with Nawin Natipon running in 27th, but all 27 starters are still in this race. Through turns 4 and 5. There's a move. There goes number 323, Tomoki Terashima. He plants that Gillard chassis to the inside of Ryan C in turn number 6. The first time we've seen that move, and it won't be the last, I am sure. Armand Hamilton now draws up to the rear bumper of the Filipino driver, Ryan C, out of turn number 10. Final lap board has gone out. Through turn 2, down towards turn 3. Panyakon Aramrasamy has led this one from the start. He's kept everyone at arm's length so he can control his tyre wear, which is key. He is getting more and more life in those Mojo tyres than anyone who's chasing him. There is Terashima, followed by C. Can Armand Hamilton do anything? He's only got one real overtaking opportunity left, and it's into this corner, and he's not close enough. But the driver who finished 22nd as a junior in this event 1 year ago will win the opening senior race. Panyakon Aramarasamy takes the win from Tomoki Terashima, Ryan C, Armand Hamilton. So Thailand, Japan, the Philippines and Hungary round out your top 4 finishers. Degjarev, Sasaki and Tanyananchai 5th, 6th and 7th, and Kritash Jirayupa, Jane Lee Gay-hee and Yu Tsai Kimi Chan next. There is job done for Panyakon Aramarasamy. It goes on to the weigh scales with the assistance of one of our technical team here at the Bira circuit. He looks across. You see his nickname on the front, Mario. And wanders off as Jan Wade is there, waiting as he will follow Mario into the interviewing area. Oh, someone's parked their go-kart trolley in front of our interviewers. How very rude of them. But there we go. Jen Wade, when you're ready, speak to our winner.
Congratulations, Mayu. How do you feel? Yeah. Little bit. Well. Better? Yeah. Better. The competition. How tough is the competition?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think you know because you didn't turn around, did you? Yeah. Okay. What's it like to be racing at home in Bira for the International Trophy Asia? Is it cool?
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
And what about, like, when you think about pole position? Did you think that would be possible?
Not that much possible. Yeah.
But it was good yesterday. Very, very fast. And now, obviously, you have to stay cool, keep drinking water, and be ready for the next heat.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Have some lunch?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see you at lunch and see you later in heat 2. Congratulations. Also to your team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Jen, and for Mario as well. I think we found the sweet spot for the interviews. You just got to move away from all those pesky metal structures. And without further ado, the next race up will be the second group of seniors. And I have to say that Jen Wade is absolutely correct about keeping yourself hydrated, but everybody is celebrating the fact that it is breezy today. Bright blue skies, warm temperatures. There's a look at some of the next group of contenders. The number 3, 4, 6 cart on your screen. That is Karine Kaur. Karine Kaur for the 29R team. Karine is from Singapore. She is the she's the butterfly from Singapore. And just in front of Karine on the grid, that is another one of our young ladies. That is Davika Vonkapon. Her nickname is Nana. And her younger brother is in Minimax. There's 3, 4, 5. Miguel Quinones, raced in several grand finals. The number 3, 3, 6 is Zariev Rako Fahrudin for the DRM team. He was 9th here a year ago. There is the number 320. That is Jenny Bibine, another of our young ladies. And the 325, that is the Drago chassis, and it is very smartly liveried, the Drago course team. That's the number 325 of Yusai Mitsuyama. The 301 is Ratcharat Anathanakan. Ratcharat finished 43rd in last year's grand finals. And in front of Ratcharat, there's the number 310. Clifford Kanjanapas for the DRM racing team. Clifford on another one of the Paralin chassis. There's lots of them here. The 330, that is Chen Yang Tsai for the Kiddix Asia Academy, or Jimmy Tsai to his friends. Jimmy! There's the number 349. That is the only Danish driver, Knud Nielsen, in the team. But Knud's mum is from Thailand, so this is home from Knud. He swapped Copenhagen for Pattaya. And the 302, one to watch, Austin Gale. 11th last year, 15th though in the grand finals. Austin and his brother Toby, who will be in cart 303, are in this race. A couple of shrugs of the shoulders there for Senna Ito for the Ash race team. On the other side of the grid, there is number 327, Hayato Miyamoto for the Luce Motorsports team. Or is it Luce or Luce or Luce? I will be corrected. Luce, but it's Japanese, so I'm not quite sure about the pronunciation. And if you have been listening, you'll know that this weekend is a very difficult one for pronunciations. However, we go out onto the track. 26 drivers in the second senior rotax heat. This is Group C and Group D. Senna Ito and Hayato Miyamoto on row number 1. Austin Gale and his brother Toby on row number 2. Knut Nielsen and Toby Lien on row number 3. Chen Yang Tsai and Sarah Anuras on row number 4. Clifford Konjanapas and Chanakan Viratacha on row number 5. Then Ratcharat Anathanakan and Nathaniel Andikara on row number 6. Yusai Mitsuyama and Warapong Imwichan, on row number 7, Jenny Bibine and Dylan Tan are next. Then it's Zarif Rekal Farudin, Megat Zulkani Megat Azizul, Miguel Quinones, Werasak, Imwichan, Davika Vonkapon, Zach Boyce, Karine Kaur, and the rest into the tram lines. Lights are out, we're off and racing, and our pole sitter, Senna Ito, hugs the inside line through turn number 1. Everyone safely to the first couple of corners. Now they fan out 2 and 3 wide into turn number 3, but everybody managing to keep things pointing in the correct direction. Now, the top end of the circuit, hard on the brakes into turn 5, the switchback through 6. Now, even though that is a straight, the carts, you can see, they move from one side of one outside curb to get the correct line going into turn number 7. So they're not actually travelling straight at all down that straight. And as the number 327 cart, the Hayato Miyamoto, begins to defend second position. Now, that looks like one of the Gale siblings up into P3. It is Austin Gale. Well, Austin Gale has dropped from second to third. Toby Gale has dropped back to 6th. There is Knud Nielsen in that white, green and black machine. Knud trying to look at the inside to pass Toby Gale. Or not pass Toby. Yes, he has. He's now trying to pass Austin Gale. And so there's the battle. 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. And also in the mix there as well is Chen Yang Sai in kart 330, although Chen Yang Sai gets elbowed a little bit wide and he's still off the line. We complete another lap. Senna Ito, Hayato Miyamoto, Austin Gale and Knud Nielsen. Running lap number 3 out of 10. Senna Ito, Hayato Miyamoto, a Japanese 1-2 at the moment. Then it's Austin Gale in kart 302. Knud Nielsen and Toby Gale in kart 303. Both Gale brothers, very familiar in other championships as well as Rotax. They've both competed, at the CIK World Championships. Very, very experienced drivers. Good results, reasonable results for them both, I think, in the grand finals over the years. And again, almost I would say one of the leading two of the leaders of the current generation of Thai karting superstars. And there is an almost move. There was Austin Gale having a little nibble at the inside of Hayato Miyamoto. That's out of it as Miyamoto was defending. Knud Nielsen keeping a watching brief behind them in 4th position. But Senna Ito completes lap number 4 with the lead. Looking back, 26 drivers started this race. 26 drivers still in this race, all the way back to Danai Sirinunchanon. And there's the number 352 going for a spin. That was Megat Zulkarnai Megat Azizul. He was in 16th, and he will now drop, I'm sure, to, if not last, nearly last. And there's Austin Gale again, giving Hayato Miyamoto a bit of a hurry up through turn number 7. So that Lucy Motorsports. I'm sure I'll get one of the team members. Goki Hashimoto is down there working with them. I'll try and get a correction on how to correctly say that team name. It's the drivers I normally struggle with. The teams I'm usually all right with. Not so today. There is the lead quartet into turn number 4, 5 and 6. Knud Nielsen in fourth now. He's holding off Toby Gale. So Austin Gale, the two brothers, he's got the black and orange crash helmet. Toby Gale in cart 303, he's got the yellow top to his crash helmet. There he is. Thank you to our director from the Motorsport Thailand broadcast team. So Austin Gale, black top. Toby Gale, yellow top. Knud Nielsen is in the, well, if you asked, oh, here we go. If you ask Knud Nielsen what the weather is like at the moment, he'd say, there's gales all around me. In front and behind. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. But, well, Austin Gale once again moving up onto the rear bumper of Hayato Miyamoto. Miyamoto jinks to the inside to defend. Now, if Austin can get a good run coming out of turn number 7 through the kink at turn number 8, can he stuff it up the inside into turn number 9? Well, he wasn't going to, but then Hayato Miyamoto outbroke himself. So a mistake from Miyamoto, and that gives Austin Gale P2. Nielsen is under pressure from Toby Gale. Toby Gale looks to the inside of Nielsen and has to back out of it. Behind the top 5, Sra Anuras and Chanokan Viratacha. 6th and 7th, Chen Yang Sai. 8th, Yusai Mitsuyama is 9th. Clifford Kanjanapas is 10th. Zarif Fahrudin is 11th. And Ratcharat Anathanakan in 12th. Nathaniel Andikara and Toby Lien are next. Then Warapong, I'm with Chan, Dylan Tan, Miguel Quinones, and Jukka Koivistoinen. Jukka Koivistoinen in cart number 309, ICU Racing. He is the oldest driver in the field, from Finland originally. He's been based in Thailand for some 30 years, he was telling me. And, oh wow, Miyamoto has repassed Austin Gale. So, after his mistake, Hayato Miyamoto on the penultimate lap now moves back into P2, and this battle is allowing Senna Ito to clear off at the front. There's Toby Gale having a look at the inside of Knud Nielsen. Nielsen, though, holds him back. That was the long run through turn number 4. And we're into the final moments of this second senior rotax heat. Looking at, well, the Facebook Live comments. Let's have a little look, try and pick out some of your messages between this race and the next race. Please, if you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube, I will try to find the comments and let the drivers know who you're supporting. I've already seen Captain Kangaroo, Scott Howard watching and cheering on his fellow Aussies. But we're on the final lap, and Senna Ito has a 1.2 second lead over Hayato Miyamoto, who has done a great job of holding off Austin Gale. Knud Nielsen trying to keep Austin's brother Toby Gale, Austin's younger brother Toby, at bay, but 2 corners to go. Number 329, Senna Ito for the Ash Racing team, out of the final corner and takes the checkered flag with Hayato Miyamoto second, Austin Gale in third, Knud Nielsen in fourth, Toby Gale, Sra Anuras and Chanoknan Viratacha in seventh, Chen Yang Sai in eighth, Yusai Mitsuyama, Clifford Kanjanapas, and then Zarif Rayakal Fahudin, Ratcharat Anathanakan in 12th, Nathaniel Andekara, Toby Leon and Warapong Imwichan, rounding out the top 15. Now let's have a little look at some of the comments on the live chat. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me if I can hardly read English at the best of times. So if you're not watching, if you're not putting your messages in English, I got no chance. So yeah, there's Buster Bailey getting plenty of support there from Jackson Turner, from Brody Barton, also from, we've already said, Scott Howard, who's also cheering on Hamish Campbell. And we'll have a little look at the YouTube coverage. There is Senna picking up a lot of leaves on the tyres. Tells you how sticky these Mojo rubber gets on these hot conditions. And there he is now, Jen waiting. No, let's go this way. We've found the sweet spot on the for the audio for the interviews. We will look back. Now, on YouTube, if you want to go to the RMC Thailand YouTube channel, that is where we are broadcasting on YouTube. So, yeah, please go to RMC Thailand on YouTube. That is
When it's not working, if I move, walk with
the
you.
YouTube channel
Okay.
we are watching. Let's have a little look. Jen is waiting.
Speaking Japanese? English or Japanese? Okay, it's long.
Check. Not.
Here, little?
Okay.
Oh. Senna, what a race. Genki desu ka? Good. Okay, now congratulations, winning the first heat. Do you want to speak in Japanese? Better? Japanese.
Yeah. Japanese.
About the race. Tell us about the race. Very good race, and of course, a little bit of competition, also from other Japanese drivers, Thai drivers, throughout Asia, some international. Good competition this weekend?
Um,
Japanese? Can speak in Japanese.
I'm win.
He wants to win, we know that. Going for the ticket to Bahrain. Arigato.
Arigato.
Thank you. It's a little bit shy, but this is Senna,
Arigato.
winner of Heat 1. Thanks, Henry.
A man who prefers to do all his talking on the racetrack. There are your results. Senna Ito, Hayato Miyamoto, Japan 1 and 2, Thailand 3rd with Austin Gale, Denmark 4th with Knut Nielsen, then Toby Gale, Sra Anuras, Chanakan Viratacha, and Chen Yang Sai for China, rounding out the top 8. Right, I am on the YouTube live chat. Like I said, hello to Bryce Duggle, hello to Brody Barton, Jackson Turner, hello to Morn Slabbert, saying hello from Malaysia, go Gales. So Austin and Toby getting plenty of support online. Please, if you're watching, go to RMC Thailand on YouTube. You need to use the live chat feature. You need to use it on the app and put something in the comments. Tell the drivers who you're supporting. I will also try and flick back and look at Facebook as well on the live chat features there. Now, heat number 2 about to begin for Micro Max. Now, Chirafat Vejabuti led the opening heat race from the start. He will start this one from pole position as well. There is the number 19 cart. That is Serapat Thirapatarabu for the DRS team. Afi is his name. Number 16. That is Pakapol Krai Siris Sinuk. Sorry, to give him his full name. There is the Roadrunner. Number 3, Jun Karato. Why is he called the Roadrunner? Well, if you look at the back of his crash helmet, he's got the Roadrunner on him. He's driving the CRG kart there. No guesses. I think he's a Red Bull racing fan. Number 7, that is Kalen Delsey, Mr. Go-Kart Racing. Smart liveried kart there for Kalen. There is number 17. That is Pinfat Q. Here we go. Here's another. Kuran Fatai. And the number 11, Kuryu Kiyotake for the Stratos team, and Morn Slabbert watching and supporting all the Stratos drivers. You can see the XGel Motorsport stickers on that kart. Kiryu was part of the XGel exchange program last year. There is Hiro Tsei, number 6. His twin brother, Oliver Tsei, is in kart number 5. But there's the driver in kart number 1 that everybody has to beat. And I have to say, that was very nice. A little wave from Palat Panchapong as he left the pits. Micromax Heat 2, 8 laps. As we get set to go for the, well, that will be 3, this race plus 2 more before we have a break for lunch, ladies and gentlemen. So, thank you for your comments on Facebook. I can't see the comments on Facebook at the moment. You can see the live chat on our YouTube channel. And again, please, on the live chat on YouTube, just tell us where you're watching from in the world. We want to know where all our Rotax family members are watching from, who you're supporting. There are 21 different nations competing here, so even if one of your rivals is racing from your home country, let us know. Let us know if you are a racer, a Rotax driver, where you're racing this year. What Rotax challenge are you competing in to try and win your tickets to Bahrain? Out of turn number 10. Into the tram lines, lights are out. No, are they? Or is that a false start? Oh, I don't think so. I think we are racing. There's a couple of drivers off at the back of the pack. Oh yes, it is a false start. I can see a green flag maybe. No, hang on a second. Or is that the green and yellow false start flag? Or is it the green flag to say the incident is clear? It is the green flag. There's several drivers off the side of the circuit. So we are racing. I do apologise for confusing the issue. And there is one of the Stratos drivers. That is Naoshige Inosi out of the race. Hello to Bryce Dougal, watching from Australia. Well, I imagine it's, late afternoon in Australia? It's at a reasonable hour, I know that. Here we go. 3 carts into 1 doesn't go, and 4 of them end up, 3 of them end up spinning. Good evasive action from that one Birrell driver down at the back of the field. Sadly, Daniel Yoon and Aruthran Prabhu getting caught up there, along with Inose. Kathy Bates watching from Harrisville in Australia, or Royal Botel Harrisville, supporting Buster Bailey. So So the Aussies, I can almost hear you chanting Aussie, 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 oi, 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 all the way here in Pattaya. Now, up at the front, this is Thailand versus Hong Kong. Hiro Tse in second position. Both got fantastic spot. From Macau. They live in Macau, and they've got the skyline of Macau, Goya, on their graphics kits. Oh, and the number 11 car there. That's Kuryu Kiyotake running very wide coming out of turn number 10 and throwing up all sorts of dirt onto the track. Now there's number 14, that DAP car, Maximilian Schilling for the Auto Inc. team, running very, very wide going into turn number 4. He runs far too wide, and that opens the door for driver number 3, Jun Karato. The Roadrunner goes beep beep and passes Max Schilling to go into P5. Then there's that bright blue number 4 kart of Palat Tanachapong. Palat Peak he is known as. So he's trying to climb one or two more peaks to maybe get on the podium here this weekend. Through turn number 1 we go. Still, Chinafat Vejabuti has the advantage. There is number 14 kart Maximilian Schilling repassing the Roadrunner. And Roadrunner now, Peak having a little look in kart number 4. So Palat Tanchanpong trying to get involved as well. So that is 5th, 6th and 7th on the road. Now there's a long gap to the 4th place driver. That is Pinpat Kerun Fatai in 4th. Sirach Ong Magnoi is 3rd. And Hiro Tse is 2nd. So it's still Vejabuti, Tse, Ong Magnoi and Kurun Fatai. Then the next group, the group that we've been following, this group, Schilling from Tanchanpong and Karato. And at the back of this group, the 4th kart, in the number 15, that's Mohammed Wibowo. Mohammed Wibowo, wheel to wheel, side by side between Schilling and Tanchanpong. Tanchanpong has the inside and Peak takes the position. Now he hugs the inside line through turn number 6, and there's a move behind them, side by side, and that is Wibowo passing Karato, but the Roadrunner fights straight back. And Jun Karato under pressure, there goes Wibowo again. Behind them, Kuryu Kiyotake and Kalen Delcy closing in there side by side. We're on lap number 6 out of 8. I've got to say, the DAP chassis, part of the Kart Republic brand. Of course, those classic maroon and yellow colours made famous in the world of karting by, amongst others, drivers like Ayrton Senna, but also plenty others as well. And the DAP name being brought back last year by Kart Republic. And you can see the overhead view here of the Bira Kart circuit. Chinafat Vejabuti in control aboard his DXT Motorsport Sodi kart. He leads Hiro Tse, who in number 6 DRM Racing Team Powerlink chassis has also got a healthy advantage over Sirachach Ongmagnoi. Ongmagnoi in 3rd, there he is in kart number 18, while we're looking at the number 6 of Hiro Tse. He's still trying to push on to close in on the leader. Ong Magnoi in 3rd, then Kurung Fatai, Tanchampong, Shilling, Wibowu, Karato, Delsi, Kiyotake, and the second of the Tsi twins, Oliver Tsi, in a very impressive 11th position. Here's the battle between Kiyotaki trying to pass Delsi, who in turn is trying to pass Karato. Lap 7 out of 8. But so, Jun Karato, the road runner, into turn number 9, trying to keep that USA Stars and Stripes livery machine of Kalen Delsi behind him, although you could, Thai flag and the USA flag have the same colour, but there's definitely USA graphics on that number 7 cart, so maybe, Thai American family. Kalen Delsi for the Mr. Go-Kart racing team. He's keeping that green and white Stratos Tony kart of Kiryu Kiyotake behind him. On to the final lap now. It's been another perfect performance from Chinapat Vejabuti. We talk about how much these drivers learn when they qualify for the grand finals, even though Chinapat only finished 23rd last year in the grand finals. He's learnt an awful lot from that experience, as you can see. 2 wins out of 2. The rest of the field crossed the line. And looking a bit further back, Martin Tino Zaragoza crosses the line for the Philippines in... Where did Zaragoza finish? Down in 15th position for the DT Motorsport Resultado team. And the guys from Resultado had a nice chat with them last night. And Tino finishes P15 for the Philippines. But Chinafat Vejabuti takes the win from Hirotse Sirachach Ong Bangnoi, then Pimpat Kyurung Fatai, Palat Tanchanpong, Muhammad Wibowu, Maximilian Shilling, Jun Karato, Kalen Delsi, Kuryu Kiyotake, your top 10. Oliver Tse, Thanaj Yuvsakunkrai, Serapat Thirarapartabu, then Daniel Yoon, Martin Zaragoza, Thamaj Yuvsakunkrai, and Aruthran Prabhu in 17th. Sadly, Arav Sukreya fails to finish, as does Pakpolin Kraisirin Suk and Naoshige Inose. So, well, wait there, we'll... Chinafat, maybe Jen Wade will pick on somebody else, as the Marshall team here at the Birra International Kart Circuit go to work to sweep the track. Good broomstick action there from our start line marshal. Now, who have we found here? Jen Wade has a victim. Volunteer. Right. First things first. Let's have a look. Okay, Jen. Microphone possibly working. Possibly not. We'll have to see. There we are. That's better. Right, here we go. We'll move a little bit forward. Nice crash helmet there.
It'll be
man. Right.
Okay, I've actually found Hero in P2. Japan.
Hong Kong, from Hong Kong.
Okay, all the way from Hong Kong. Congratulations, a very, very good race. How was it for you?
I felt very comfortable when I overtook P and pulled the gap. So I was trying to catch P1 to get a to win.
I think you did a really, really good P1. What are you feeling about racing here in Bira? How exciting is this for you?
This is very exciting opportunity.
I think everyone wants to get a trophy, don't they?
I want to win this race.
Of course, he wants only one goal today, just to win.
Yeah.
That's it. Congratulations. We'll see you in the next race in the superheat.
Yeah. I'll start P2 and hope I'll get a good start.
Be watching. Anyone you want back in Hong Kong?
I want to say hi to my family and thank you for supporting me all the way.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Ah, very well spoken there, young man. Very well spoken. He heads back. Thank you very much, Jen. And now we head into the final two races of the morning here at the 2025 Rotax Max Challenge International Trophy Asia. For those of you watching today, the tickets, the 4 tickets won't be handed out today. That's tomorrow, but let's have a look at the provisional results. Chinapat Vejabuti, Wang Chak Hiro Tse is second. There is Sirach Ong Mangnoi in third. Pimpat Kurung Fatai is fourth. Palat Tanchenpong fifth. Mohammed Wibowo is sixth. Maximilian Schilling comes home in seventh for Singapore. And Jun, the Roadrunner Karato, is eighth. So, 2 races to go this morning before we take our break for lunch. And it is time for the Minimax drivers. There is a bit of a side-eye from Poomsik Klombunjong, just focused there. Bit of a glance at the camera at the corner of his eye. Just yeah, I can see you, but I'm focusing. There is the Bouvan Power Stratos race team kart of Belgium's Jeff Verbeek. There's number 119 kart. That is Chayakorn Mina Kadith. The number 115. There is Robin Raikkonen from Finland, but he's racing under a Swiss flag here, but you can see the Finnish name, the Finnish flag on his go-kart. Hello! There's Chayakorn saying hello. Mina Kanith. There's the 106 Intrepid kart of Patapol Kukanjanisat. Hello, Patapol. Patapol, last year's Micromax Asia Trophy winner, 14th in the Micromax class at the Rotax Grand Finals in 2024. Kanpon Chotranakan in kart number 102. The 101, Thanawarat Vejabuti. Now, I don't know if that is a relation. I think it is a relation to Chinapat. I think that must be his older brother. His nickname is Day. There's the number 113, Balasinawala. Hamza Balasinawala from India. 14th in this event a year ago. The number 113. He's down as racing for the Stratos team, but on a Birol Art chassis. There's Natawat Satumno. Engines have been fired. Quick waves the camera from Mason Kwong. And we are back onto the circuit. 8 laps. Here we go. 23 Minimax karts. 8 race laps beautiful, beautiful blue skies. What a way to start the 2025 season. Pumsit Kombunjong, Jeff Verbeek, Robin Raikkonen, Chayakorn, Mina Kadith, Pirapongpan Satumno, Patapol Kukanjanasat, John Hahn, the defending champion, starts 7th. Then Kangpon Chotaranarakan, Ito Ida, Thanawarat Vejabuti, Isaac Yoon, Hamza Balasinawala, Sirapach Ketsuan, Natawat Satumno, Chris Kasimup, and then Papasathorn, Silap Pabanlang, Prin Vonkapon, Mason Kwong, Michael Satrio, and the rest. Into the tram lines, lights are out, we're off and racing through turn number 1. It's a good clean start from the Minimax field. And out of turn number 2, as I say that, somebody spins coming out of turn number 2. Now around turn 3 we go. We'll try and get a number on that driver that had a spin coming out of turn number 2 next time by. You can see him there on our overhead shot, trying to catch the rest of the pack as they thread their way through the turns 5 and 6 section. But it is our pole sitter, Pumsit Kombunjong, has the race lead. Robin Raikkonen there in second position. Raikkonen, last year, Robin Raikkonen, he didn't compete in this event last year, but Robin was 5th in the Micromax class in the 2024 Rotax Grand Finals, has moved up to Minimax this year and is hot on the heels. There is the bright yellow Pirapongpan Satumno driven number 105 kart from the Singa Motorsport team. Singa Motorsport team Thailand. And good battle up at the front. Jeff Verbeek, who started second, has fallen all the way back to 7th place. And looking down, it was Hamza Balasinawala who spun on the opening lap. But we have a 7-kart breakaway at the head of the field. All 3 wide. Haven't said that much today going into turn number 7. There's the number 121 kart. That's Chris Kasimup, the Bangkok Classic team. And now the action is starting to pick up. The first round of heats were quite, everyone just taking their time, a little bit sedate. Now it's game on, and Robin Raikkonen using the slipstream. He's going to learn that he can't stay that close to Kombunjong for long before his tyres start to overheat. So size up your rival and then pick a moment to attack, pick it quickly, and make sure you commit fully to the inside. Through turn number 4, you can see Robin Raikkonen working hard on that steering wheel. The go-kart wants to understeer wide, but and he drops back a little bit, so Kombunjong pulls away. That understeer moment through turns 4 and 5 for Robin Raikkonen has cost him ground, and it is allowing Pirapongpan Satumno to close in. So, Pumsit, number 103, Inna is his nickname, Inna Kombunjong, has the race lead behind the top 3. John Hahn in kart number 116 has moved up from 7th on the grid into P4. Driver representing China this weekend. Now there is an issue that was territorial dispute between the 106 and the 107. Patapol Kukanjanasat and Jeff Verbeek. Well, I think we'll call that Belgium 1, Thailand 0 on that score. Ito Ida is 8th. Papasathorn, Silla Pabaleng. Papasathal Silapapaleng is up into 9th place. Good drive so far from Thames. Then Kanpong Chot Ratanakaran. Number 102, Chot Munkorn is his nickname. Chot Ratanakan is his full name. But up at the front, we have no change for the lead, but we could have a change for second place. As predicted, Raikkonen has had to drop back a little bit to let the engine, let those tyres breathe a little more easily for a lap or so. He can't afford to lose second place to Pirapompang Sutumno. He checks over his shoulder. Now he'll maybe, and again, Sutumno now has to drop back a little bit, and John Hahn comes into play. John Hahn on that CRG in the 116 is just in front of this group. There's Hahn chasing that bright yellow kart through turn number 10. And the 120 kart of Ito Ida is in 8th place, the back of the screen. We're on lap number 6 out of 8. Kombunjon leads by 0.4 of a second from Robin Raikkonen. Then Pirapompang Sutumno and John Hahn, your top 4. Little gap. Here's the battle for 5th position on your screens now. That is Mina Kneith, Verbeek and Kjukanjanasat through the technical section there at turns 5 and 6. On the run up towards turn 7. Underneath the trees, very briefly, Jeff Verbeek looks to the inside. No, he doesn't. He falls back into line in that green and white Buvan Power Stratos RL Tony kart chassis. Further back in the pack, lots of battles going on. Isaac Yoon in 11th place. Tharawarat Rajabuti is 12th. Chris Kasemup is 13th. And Prin Vonkapon in 14th. Michael Satrio 15th. All 23 drivers that started this race still running. Here comes Jeff Verbeek. Jeff Verbeek up the inside, and you can give P5 to the Belgian Tony kart driver Jeff Verbeek at the expense of Chayakorn Mina Kneith, and up the front the 106 to the 119. Ooh, a little bit of hello, remember me, I'm there. That is Kjukanjanasat and Mina Kneith. So no sooner as Mina Kneith losing one place, Kjukanjanasat heads through as well. Now, battle for second is on. We'll be starting the last lap now, well, very shortly. Raikkonen having to defend from Sutumno through turn number 10. Kombunjong starts lap number 8, but all eyes on the battle for second through turn number 1, straight into turn number 2. Can Sutumno get his head down? Can he jink to the inside? There's the move. Sutumno on the inside, Raikkonen on the outside, wheel to wheel. Good, clean racing there between Raikkonen and Sutumno. They gave each other enough room. Raikkonen holds on. Will Sutumno dive up the inside? No, Raikkonen doesn't give him the opportunity. Coming out of turn number 6. Now the run to turn number 7. A quick check over the shoulder from Robin Raikkonen. He now knows he's got about 2 kart lengths. So Sutumno is not right in his wheel track, so Robin Raikkonen doesn't have to overly defend into turn number 9. Meanwhile, Pumsik Kombunjong will make it 2 wins out of 2. Through turn number 10, check the flag, Pumsik wins again. Raikkonen in second, Pirapompang Sutumno is third. John Hahn is 4th. Jeff Verbeek a battling 5th for Belgium. Then it is Patapol Kjukanjanasat, Chayakorn Mina Kneith, Ito Ida. There's Pumsit having a little celebratory slow down. Top 1 Motorsports. For those of you that liked rave music, you remember Top 1 Nice One Sorted. Alternate. And it is top one, nice one, sorted for Phumsit Klombunjong. Right, Robin Raikkonen gets out of his wagon. Onto the scales goes Robin. Bit of a Jackson Pollock paint effect on his race suit there. There's John Hahn, the Chinese coloured race suit. There's Jeff Verbeek. As we look up the order, always great to see what the drivers say to each other after the races. Big smile from Phumsit. And you can see the Singer logos on that Singer Motorsports, and I am busy sipping one of their products up here in the commentary box, I have to say. And zero sugar, lemon soda, yes, 'tis good. But only in the absence of iron brew here in Thailand, I have to say. Now, great to see a company like Singer supporting karting, supporting the drivers, investing, logos everywhere. They've got cans of product here, and yeah. Hopefully it leads to an increase in sales, because that means they may get a return on investment, and it'll attract other drivers, other companies to start sponsoring young drivers. You can see the Just Car logos on Phumsit Klombunjong's race suit. Now, Phumsit, he's a happy little guy, is Phumsit. He bounces around the paddock, always pleased to come and see. We got, Robin Raikkonen is, we'll have a double interview between our top two. Phumsit's going to come on, Phumsit, get your crash helmet off and your balaclava. Right.
Okay.
Take it away, Jen Wade.
Yeah. Yeah. Two, we've got Robin. Well done, Robin.
Yeah.
Let's move back over a little bit of a technical problem with our microphone. Better? I think the blowing it away. Tell me, Robin, what's it like to be in first time here, not so used to the track.
Unfortunately,
Okay, good, tough competition. Ina, congratulations, pole position as well. Thank you as well. Kob Kun Ka. Okay, how's my tie? To the of course he is. Okay.
Well,
thanks, Henry.
I do apologise about the breakup in audio there. We couldn't quite hear what the microphone likes Jen Wade, but it doesn't like our drivers at the moment. Phumsit Klombunjong, Robin Raikkonen, Pirapongpan Sutumno, and John Hahn, your top four. Jeff Verbeek, Patapol Kyukanjanasat, Chayakon Minakanith, and Ito Ida, your top four. No, top eight even.
Thank you.
Let's have a look. Thank you for your messages on the YouTube live chat. We know we have plenty of drivers, plenty of viewers watching from Malaysia and obviously from Thailand, from Australia as well. And in the next race, we will see our juniors, and this is the race that all our Aussie fans will be interested in. You'll be looking for driver 221 and 225. There is neither of those numbers. That is 226, Yoshihito Inose. Moving up the order, the Red Bull livery of number 211. That is Sethawut Tantiawejkul. Sethawut Tantiawejkul for the boy racing Sodi kart team. There is number 214. That is Kian Shah from India. That very smart all black sort of Kevlar style crash helmet. Number 227, Mikhail Rangsima Piriainen, who was keen to point out that his nickname was Mikhail, and I was like, yep, that's also your full name. Number 213, now in Dase for the RWR team. Looking further up, number 217, Dominic Setiwan from Indonesia. Driving Tony Kart for the Stratos team, 210, Danish Chen for DRM Racing from Singapore. Further up the row, number 222, Aaron Mehta, Auto Inc. driver on the KR chassis from Singapore. And starting in front of Aaron is number 218. That is Shinma Kusumoto. Shinma Kusumoto for the ERS team driving a Cosmic chassis. There is 203, Nadal Imchipanya. Nadal Imchipanya for Thailand, driving for the WK Motorsport team on a CRG chassis. And Paul Becker, another one of the drivers for the Singer Motorsport Thailand team. Says he's on a Tony kart, but even to my stupid eyes, that's a KR. There is Boaz Maximov. 208, Max Attack. Boaz Maximov from the Netherlands. And Isen Tseng, very distinctive. He's got his, that's not Baby Shark, is it? It's a shark. It's not that shark on his crash helmet. And another row up, there is the CRG, but with the Cali Kart graphics. There is your race one winner and pole sitter, Panustian Mongkong. Here we go then, last race of the morning before we break for lunch. It is Heat 2 for Junior Rotax. Panustian Mongkong with the advantage in terms of grid positions. And we didn't see Hamish Campbell and Buster Bailey. Oh no, what's gone wrong there? Who is that slowing down? That's not our pole sitter, is it? It is our pole sitter. The 207 kart, Panustian Mongkong, the Forza Motorsport entry out of the race before it even begins. That will open things up completely for the rest of the pack, and all on their own. That is an absolute travesty for Panustian Mongkong. I'm looking, he's up and out of his cart and walking away on the outside of turn number 5. 26 juniors will take the start. That is a false start. So there is a false start. Well, they obviously try and move and get the Mongkong's cart to safety. So you can see there, just on the right-hand side, Panustian Mongkong's wagon. Panu walking away at the top of your screen, dejected. And All that hard work he did in heat number 1 has been undone. The super heats, which will be this afternoon for this class, the starting lineup for that race is based on the results from your 2 heat races. Shun Sekiguchi in kart number 215, the defending International Trophy Asia champion from Japan for the Gold Motorsports team, now has the front row all to himself. What can our third place starter do? Will that help Isun Seng into turn number 1? Seng can't take advantage, and it is Shun Sekiguchi who continues to lead. Isun Seng under pressure for second place, and he manages to hold off the challenge from behind. That's Sira Kojima. Sira Kojima in the number 219 kart, the young lady from Japan in third position. Boaz Maximov in 7th. Boaz Maximov in 7th. What am I talking about? Boaz Maximov in 4th. Maximov, Max Attack in 4th position. There they are. You can see Isun Seng just to defend earlier on in this lap. Further back in the pack, there goes the number 212 kart. That's Sam Burnett for the boy racing team at the back of the field. Quick Aussie update. Well, first of all, a UK update. Jamie Ambrose running in 9th position at the moment. Hamish Campbell is up into P7, and there is Campbell trying to make a move, and he makes his point forcefully there, and just squeezing. That was Kamolfu Anachatko just squeezing him out of the way as Hamish moves up into P6, I believe. Trying to see where Buster Bailey is running. He's a little bit further back down the pack. He is in 25th position, is Buster. Now, Sekiguchi, half a second in front of Seng. Then Sira Kojima running in 3rd. Maximov is 4th. Paul Becker for 5th. And then Hamish Campbell, there is Hamish, the Team Australia race suit. Hamish did compete in the grand finals last year as a junior, didn't make the final, finished 55th overall. That's out of 72, mind you. 72 tickets available worldwide in the junior rotax category. And there's a move further back in the pack, 2, 4, 6. Who was that? That was 8th place. That could have been Shinma Kusamoto making move, or possibly Jamie Ambrose picking up a place at turn number 6 there. But up at the front, Sekiguchi leading comfortably. Now, for Isun Seng, this is an important race in terms of mental approach. So, the driver that won the opening race, Panusti Mongkong, is out. He will score last place points. That will put Sekiguchi and Seng in a perfect position to get the front row of the grid for the superheat, as long as they keep their cool and drive smart. Obviously they'll want to both win, but it's important that they maintain their place at the head of the field. Sira Kojima, well, she had a spin in the opening heat race, so she scored bad points. She was down at the back of the field, so she could afford to be a bit more aggressive. She will try, she's already had one bad result. She doesn't want a second one, but every point counts. She wants to try and get herself as far up the grid as possible for the superheat. Side-by-side action, a little bit further back. Watching on is there's Sira Kojima's 29R mechanic. Watching on, and Boaz Maximov still running in a strong fourth position. He's trying to pass Kojima. As you can see, the two leaders beginning to pull away. This is lap 5 out of 10. Behind Maximov, Paul Becker and Hamish Campbell lurk, waiting for an opportunity. But it's so difficult to pass here at the Birra International Circuit. Hamish Campbell getting his head down. Well, Hamish Campbell has a big lead over 7th place Kamalpu Anuchatko. That means that he can move around. He doesn't have to worry about somebody stuffing their nose at the inside of him going around in any of the corners. So further back, Buster Bailey. He was 25th the last time I checked on him. He's up to 24th. He's passed Sethawut Tanchwejkul. There is the 7th place back. That's Anuchatko, Kusamoto, Ambrose in the green and white there. Jamie Ambrose, the third of those 5 carts. Behind Ambrose is Thanas Lomwong and Nadol Impchapanya. And Jamie Ambrose, one of his driver, is being coached by Mark Kimber there, and multiple grand final champion. Kimber helping to coach several of the Stratos team. And there's a move. That is Becker up the inside of Boaz Maximov. Will this give Hamish Campbell a chance? Hamish Campbell has got to capitalise now on the fact that Boaz Maximov was sort of eased off his preferred line, but he can't do it. See further back, some gaps opening out. But it's Sekiguchi still leading by 0.6 of a second over Isun Tseng, Japan, first and third. Sarah Kojima doing a fantastic job keeping everyone else behind her. Maximov, Becker, Campbell are all squabbling, and Kojima is keeping the advantage nice and stable between herself and the 3 drivers you can see on your screen now chasing. Hamish Campbell gets a good run out of turn number 2. Will he dive to the inside at turn 3? No, he can't, because Boaz Maximov defends. That allows Paul Becker to pull away a little bit in 4th position, and it means that Maximov is now under pressure to hang on to a place in the top 5. Further back, Kian Shah running in 17th. Dominic Setiwan is 18th. Hubadin Chaipan 18th. Takeru Shibashi 20th. Zheng Sihan and Yoshihito Inose are next. Buster Bailey up to 23rd. There is a one up in the turn number 8. That was Jamie Ambrose getting moved out of the way there by Kamalpu Anuchatko. Ambrose had gained the position, but Anuchatko diving up the inside, parking it on the apex, and Ambrose in the number 223 cart was forced wide. Now that has pushed Ambrose back to 11th, Anuchatko in 10th, 9th place with the green race suit on. That is Nadal Imjapanya, and JD Ambrose getting very, very close there now to the back of Anuchatko. Into turn number 6, good battling down the order here. Good job by the the director to focus on some of the minor placings. Everyone wants to see their driver, no matter where they are. Can't show everybody in what is one of these short races, but the fighting is often even more fierce down the lower orders than it is at the front, because here are your front runners, Shun Sekiguchi and Isun Tseng. Then a gap back to Sarah Kojima, who's now being caught by Paul Becker. Sarah Kojima has held on to 3rd position for 9 and a bit laps. She has got about half a lap to go to keep Paul Becker at bay. Boaz Maximov is next. Kojima takes a wider line in. She does cover the middle line though, through the switchback section. Kojima Gets a wide exit. Here comes Becker to the inside. Oh, Kojima stays by. Good driving there from Sarah Kojima. She gave Paul Becker just enough room, but also didn't give him enough room to just ease her wide. She holds on, but it's going to be last year's winner, Shun Sekiguchi, taking Heat 2 victory in Junior Rotax. Isun Seng second. Sarah Kojima is third. Paul Becker fourth. Boaz Maximov comes home in fifth. Hamish Campbell from Scotland to Australia. He finished in sixth position. Shinma Kusumoto is seventh. Eighth is Thanatas Lomwong. Ninth, Nadal Imchipanya. And Kalompu and a chat call rounds out your top 10. And Jamie Ambrose, Tus Mwangsiri, Danish Chen, and then Chisanumpong Porcharoentham. So Chisanumpong Porcharoentham is 14th, Aaron Meta 15th, Kian Shah, Dominic Setiwan, Nawin Dasa, Zen Sihan, Buster Bailey up to 20th. After falling back to 25th earlier on, so the large contingent of Buster Bailey fans watching back home in Australia. Well, Buster making progress. Takehiru Shimbashi, Mikhail Piriainen, and Setawal Tanti-Wedgekul. Tanti-Wedgekul finishes in 23rd place. There is Shun Sekiguchi for the Gold Motorsport team. Checks with his mechanic. Isun Tseng walking off the left of the camera. And here comes Shun Sekiguchi. Now, we have had a microphone swap, so let's
see how it goes.
That's better, Jen. There we go. I think you've got to turn this way so that the microphone is sort of facing the receiver. That might be a better. We'll see what happens. But the microphone likes you, Jen. It picks up everything you're saying. It just doesn't like our drivers.
Actually, working. Let's see if it's working. If we can get some sound here, walk over a little bit. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Of course, winner last year, same class, Junior Max. It's from Japan. About the competition.
I like this competition, and then, yeah, good level, yeah, and the fun.
Lots of people coming out. Anyone you want to say hi to back home?
I want to say hi to my family in Japan. Yeah.
They're all cheering you on. Of course, a little bit of bad luck for the pole sitter in this race, but we're looking forward now to the next one. Have some lunch and come back for the superheat.
Yeah.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Jen Wei. Thank you very much, Shun Sekiguchi. Momo arigato. Indeed, indeed. Sekiguchi wins for Japan. Isun Tseng second for Chinese Taipei and the island of Taiwan. Sarah Kojima third for Japan. The leading Thai driver home, Paul Becker in fourth. Boaz Maximov takes fifth, followed by Hamish Campbell, Shinma Kusumoto, and Thanatas Lomwong, your top 8. Well, here at the circuit, we are shortly going to go and have our break for lunch. So, we will leave you for now. Thank you for joining us both here on YouTube and Facebook. We will be back live at 1 p.m. local time. If you're not sure what Thailand local time is, well, just put it in your phone and see where you are in the world. But we'll be back at 1 o'clock here at the Bira Circuit, home of the 2025 RMC International Trophy Asia. You are watching a Motorsport Thailand production. Thank you.